Hey everybody, thank you so much for clicking on the video. My name is James Caldwell and we are here again to go over this series that we've been going over here, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. This is actually season 3, episode 8. Now, I have to say, it was getting a little bit monotonous. It really was. But tonight, I've been thoroughly entertained. Of course, we know a lot of it is scripted and all of that stuff, but, you know, we take it for whatever it is here, and I report it as I see it. So, but tonight I was thoroughly entertained. I laughed and laughed and laughed at some of the shit that went on with this mess. We started right out with Carly, Rasheeda, and that Kalina. It was that Kalina chick. I'm trying to think who it was. So it was Kalina. They are actually planning on a trip going down to New Orleans. So in the midst of them, they're doing all this. In the midst of them doing this, that goddamn nasty ass motherfucking Grandma Carly, she goes talking about the difference between Benzino and Young Jock. So she's telling you all about the difference in their penis sizes. And then she ends up taking, and she did a side-by-side and actually sent it out on the internet, you know, that bigger is better, and there was a picture of Jock next to a picture of Benzino. A mess. What old-ass woman do you know that's playing these games? And just the last episode or two, she was telling you that she likes small ones. So now you're switching over and telling us that you're old nasty-ass size queen. Just the best. That Carly, she's ridiculous. I don't know. She's just ridiculous. There's just really nothing to say about her. She's a nasty old motherfucking troll. That's just her. That's who she is. So we go past that, and then we see Aryan. And we haven't seen her in a while, so I'm like, wow, okay, I was glad to see her, because I think she is absolutely so sharp. She really is. Besides Rasheeda, I think she's really one of the prettiest girls that's actually on her, because I think Rasheeda is absolutely gorgeous. But that Aryan is a bad bitch. She really is. But anyway, so we have Erica and Aryan. They're going, you know, telling what's going on. Aryan's been very happy with the girlfriend, and she's been up in New York or whatever. Erica kind of leads on that she's having some problems and she's not real happy with O'Shea. Naturally. Why the fuck would you be happy? O'Shea doesn't have any money. But whatever. And she was saying, you know, that she was, she stated that O'Shea is better in bed than Scrappy. Well, who the fuck didn't think that? I mean, come on. Scrappy with his big ass and all that motherfucking puffers and all that shit. He can't halfway breathe half the time. Who the fuck even wants to be in the bed with him? But whatever. So she went through all that. Pardon me. But then she said that she was actually tired of giving O'Shea her credit card. But anyway, so I think that's all just really messy. Then Stevie and Joseline was next. Just a mess. Now, she was so upset when we ended last week. Joseline was all pissed off with Stevie, and she found booties in the phone and all this kind of carrying on. So she was all mad at Stevie last time we seen her. He gets her up there. He's in the bathtub. He's telling her this lie after that lie after the next lie, and that bitch is buying all into it with her dumb ass. Then she starts trying to convince herself, well, I am the Puerto Rican princess, and I do have my career, and I don't know what this career is. I don't know. I've heard one song by Joseline, and it was a waste of whatever the fuck they had recorded it to. It was just ridiculous. Like, she's ridiculous, but whatever. Maybe there's some market out there for that foolish music. It did nothing for me, but whatever. So she's still claiming to have this here career or whatever. So she's talking herself into all the good things that she has. Whatever. And the next thing I know, she's getting her ass in the tub too. But the long and short of it is, Joseline, you are a nasty, dick-hungry trick. And that's all that there is to it. You know, everything is so geared about him and his dick. She's a dick-hungry trick. period. But anyway, so then we go on to Nico and Mimi. These two ridiculous individuals. She's questioning him about Althea and are you messing around with her and this, that, thing, and the other. You know, they need to do something other than talk about their sex tape all the time. So now it's going to be Althea, I guess. And he's lying and, all this, but then he's going to do that little Stevie J thing and tell her, well, if I wanted to smash her, I could have smashed her, blah, 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 blah. And Mimi's like, okay. And she's getting a little attitude. Then she says something, and he says something about the money and all the millions and all that. And then she said to him, all you ever talk about is money. Is that all you ever think about is this money that we're going to make? Duh. And he does. He literally, everything is all about this money that they're going to make and the money from the tape and all that foolishness. Anyway, made me stupid. But again, that's how the script was written, so she has to kind of go with it. So that's that. Next thing, I laughed so hard. God knows I laughed so hard because there was ego involved. And this is when I started getting really tickled with the program. When we sit here and we got Benzino. And Benzino's going on and he's telling Stevie about how Carly actually did a side-by-side of him and Young Jock. And then he says, she photoshopped it to make me look smaller. Benzino, I want you to stop it. Ain't nobody Photoshop nothing, child. You ain't got no neck and you ain't got no cock. It is what it is. You only deal with whatever it is that you get in life unless you go and get something surgically done. But stop. Nobody took the time to do a Photoshop on you, baby. It was what it was. Your little piece matches your neck, honey. You don't have either. So, anyway, not a big deal. Again, because he only got what he got. Ain't nothing he can do about it. But Carly Red ought to be shaming her goddamn old ass self. You 105 years old, applying for a free bus pass and taking dick pics. Girl, she needs to stop playing. Then we go on to Kirk. Now, this was some shit here. Kirk and Shirleen. Now, we got Rasheeda's down in New Orleans on her little vacation with her girlfriends. Kirk's at the house working on, doing whatever he has to do with kids and all that. So he ends up calling Shirleen over because Shirleen was going to come in and help out in the house and all that. Shirleen gets over there. Naturally, they get to argue and everything because that's what they always do. But this is where, again, I don't know about mothers being on these reality shows, but I was stunned and shocked when Kirk literally took and mugged the shit out of Shirleen. She went down to go kiss baby Carter. He gave her and mugged the shit out of her. I'm like, okay, Kirk, now I'm with you. I was down with the whole not kissing the baby because that's some nasty motherfucking bullshit. Ain't nobody got no business kissing no baby in the mouth. I don't like that shit. But, Kirk, you cannot be mugging Rasheeda's mother. He mugged the shit out of her. I said, Charles, somebody better give Shirley some damn towel to her neck went back out of her. I said, oh, horrible, horrible. But whatever. So I started laughing then, and I think I laughed the rest of the way through the program because I just couldn't believe that he did that. But anyway, then he ends up, him and Shirlene are naturally getting into it, and he tells Shirlene about the damn DNA test on the baby. Of course, Rasheeda gets a phone call. Shirlene ends up telling her while she's down there, so she's pissed. It is what it is. They go on about their business. Child, the next scene, as if the mugging wasn't bad enough, we got Erica and that goddamn O'Shea. This poor hoe. He done got mad at her because she went out and was talking with Scrappy. Because her and Scrappy had a little conversation. O'Shea done got mad and done, like a little bitch, grabbed his little things and packed, Miss O'Shea packed her things and she left out in the middle of the night. I said, work, Miss O'Shea. She left. The bitch didn't get far. The bitch got somewhere down in Atlanta and the motherfucking truck stopped because the bitch was out of gas. So she's out of gas and had to call Erica back to bring her some gas money so she could finish her escape. I said, work, honey. I said, Anna Mae, you going back home, Anna Mae? Erica comes down, and Erica got the money for the gas in her hand. They're arguing back and forth. She's telling him she's really sick of being a poor whore and all this here. I'm sitting there lying and laughing at all the lies being told back and forth. He's talking about, no, I didn't use you. And she's like, yeah, you did. You used me. This, that, thing, and the other, and carrying on. And then this queen literally yanked her and tried to power the motherfucking money out of her hand. Give it to me. Give it to me. I said, look at these two women out here fighting, honey. I said, this is crazy. This is crazy. He is trying to overpower her and take her money so he can get some gas to get his truck from in front of the motherfucking train tracks where the bitch doesn't stop. Ridiculous. But I do have a bit of advice for you, Erica, in the future. Tricks never stand outside and argue with escorts, darling. It's not a good look. Anyway, he didn't get the money out of her hand because naturally she's playing the man role, so she's not going to let her overpower her. She's not going to let Miss O'Shea take her down, honey. So Miss O'Shea ends up walking on into the sunset, and the truck is still left there. Ridiculous. And I was just absolutely so tickled. I'm like, I have never seen such. Ridiculous. Anyway, so then we go back to the next shit that just took me right on over. We got Rasheeda and the girls down in New Orleans. They're partying their ass off. They're closing the bar out, having a ball. Come out, baby. You see somebody down, like further down the street. Here is that goddamn Kirk. I said, I want y'all to stop this. I want y'all to stop. I don't know if I was watching Noah's Ark or if I was watching Love and Hip Hop. That motherfucking Kirk hit that Ben and said, hello, Rasheeda. I said, child, if he didn't look like the last of the gay vampires, honey, I said, child, is this a scene from Interview with the Vampire? He rolled up on her. Ridiculous. Laughing. I just couldn't control myself. It was just too much. It was just too much. They're going back and forth. He's telling her, he wants to do right. He wants her back, this, that, and the other. She's going back and forth. Now, at this point, the both of them are going back and forth, and they both are whiny bitches. So they're both whining. I'm like, oh, shut up! Shut up! And he's going on and on. And he's like, no, Rasheeda, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you and that blue lipstick, bitch, I want to wear it. It was a mess. It was just a mess. And they got nowhere, basically. They both sat there whining back and forth. And then she told him to go on about his business. And she went on back and met up with the girls. And that's basically where they wrapped the episode up. Entertained, to say the least. It was really, really full of comic relief today. But it was like watching a gay soap opera. It was just too much. All these undercover queens and all this foolishness, I can't take it. I can't take it. But Miss O'Shea was the best. All this switching off into the sunset, honey, after she decides to leave home. She done ran off home and mad that Erica don't want to keep her no more. That's just a damn mess. But anyway, thank you guys for clicking on the video. We'll do this again next week when our melodrama comes back on again. You guys can thumbs up or thumbs down the video. You know how that works. Feel free to follow me over at Twitter at SpillItBoy. I enjoy seeing you guys. Enjoy hearing from you. I love you to leave comments and let me know what you're thinking about this goddamn show. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye.